Go.
Well, folks, delighted to be joined by the manager of our women's team here at Montrose, Mr. Craig Ferros. Okay, buddy, okay. Well, look, we knew it was a tough assignment today. We normally play pretty well against Motherwell, and do you know what? If you look at the whole game, there wasn't an awful lot in it, but we were very, very charitable today, unfortunately.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot in it, and that's the one thing I look at. There isn't too much between the squads. But listen, all credit to them. They've done well this season. They'll be a top 6 team. I would imagine it'll be close with them in Partick. But no, we make the mistake for the first goal. You're on top of the game, and then the belief probably sinks a wee bit. And then the second goal, I'd like to see that again. I don't know if the ball was out or no, but that doesn't matter. We should defend it better and not give away silly fouls. But again, frustrating, because if you actually look back, like you said, with a few chances, with a few chances, but it's important not to be doing. It's important. We know we're up against it, and it's just another bad day at the office.
And of course, like you say, you can't afford to be down, because we're back here on Wednesday night with a massive game against Aberdeen. Disappointing, obviously, for Jade there being sent off. I mean, she's going to be a big miss for us.
She will, and just about 5 minutes before it, I said to her that there's a good chance it might get levelled up, so watch your tackling. But I think her head was maybe already gone by then. I maybe made the wrong decision taking Sophia off. I was trying to save Sophia because I did have a feeling that one of our players would get sent off, and I maybe took the wrong one off.
But then Sophia could have ended up getting sent off as well. I mean, you don't know. I mean, you're playing a guessing game with that.
It is, and it's frustration. I think the big turning point in the game, probably, obviously the first goal was, it's a mistake, but I think the free kick Jade had just after the sending off, if that goes in, I thought it was in myself, but the game changes. But credit to Motherwell, they've done well.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned Sophia, and I think she was a highlight. Obviously, Demi got the player of the match, and quite rightly so. But I thought Sophia had a good game, and shows that she's a quality player.
She's a top player, and she hasn't played for a long time. I don't know. I can't remember the last time she started a match, so it takes a bit of time to get going. But I love her fight, and I love her ability. You can see she's a player. She just needs a little bit of time to get into it. And one I'm looking forward to watch till the end of the season. And I thought Tally did great when she came on as well. I thought it was more like Tally herself. But right now, we've got too many players off it, are good players, but I need to take the blame because our training during Christmas wasn't the best. We couldn't get on, the pitch was frozen. They're training 4 or 5 times a week, and that's when you start to see the wee differences. We've trained 3 times for the last month, which and that's my fault. Well, we can't get facilities at times, but it starts to tell, especially when you're playing against a good side.
I suppose that's one of the things that, and you don't want to make an excuse, but the reality is that it is more difficult for us to train sometimes if the weather turns against you.
100%, we can't get on here. If we can't get on here, there's nowhere else for us to go. That's a frustration for me, because we don't have anything in behind that, and we've not really got the facilities to adapt for the winter, and it's a frustrating. People don't understand. People don't understand what you're up against. It's a bit like bullfighting. You've got a couple of stab marks first before you start the fight, so you're already up against it. And I don't like making excuses, because I do think my squad's good enough to stay up, but I should have maybe been a little bit more ready for adapting the training during the close season. During the winter break.
I mean, the reality is, Wednesday's game was always going to be a huge one, regardless of what the result was today. It made no odds. They've had the result today, probably a result we would have expected, so that doesn't change either. I mean, you've got to go out there and believe that we can put out a performance and beat these guys on that.
I think the frustrating thing for me is, it's billed as a big game, which it is, but Aberdeen are a massive club compared to us. If you look at the finances they're spending, they should be beating us. But we've done so well over the last 3 years or 4 years to be where we are. We've overachieved and overachieved and overachieved. I mean, you look at the Motherwell bench, how much they were celebrating. That shows you. That shows you people have got a little bit of respect for us. And we will give it everything we've got. And but again, we are underdogs, and people forget that. When we come away with a poor result against these sides, and again Aberdeen, people forget where we've come from, and they don't understand what we're fighting against. And if you look at the men's football, even our men's side against Rangers, there's still a bigger gulf between us and Rangers. It's much bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and it's difficult because you like to win games, you know.
Absolutely. Everybody likes winning.
Yeah, you do. But that's the mark of people, you know. When like we've discussed this before, it's easy when you win. You find the mark of character when you're losing. That's when you know you can stand up and you can lean on.
Absolutely. And Wednesday will be a big one in terms of trying to see where we're at. Absolutely.
Good man.
Take care, pal.